So I'm on my way to pick up a national legend, a man who's transformed the fortunes of English football, and a hero of mine. Okay, let's go.
I'm a little bit anxious as to what's coming my way. And I'm wondering how we're actually getting out of here. I spent most of last night wondering if he was going to arrive in my room or abseil out of my room or something. So, yeah, you just don't know what to expect.
Gareth Southgate brought his England squad to Dartmoor to train with the Royal Marines ahead of their World Cup campaign in Russia. Now I'm taking him back on a solo mission to find out what the England boss is made of.
Yeah, well, I'm imagining unless someone's dropped in for breakfast, this is Bear arriving now.
Hey, Gareth. Hey. Nice to meet you. You feeling all right?
Yeah. Well, I was.
OK, good. Let's get your pack on. Good. Looking sharp. Okay. Let's do it. All right. OK, here we go.
Yeah. We're not ready the doors, no?
No. So where we're heading is right into classic commando territory. But this is all Dartmoor now. Look at this one. Well, the way we're going to get into where we're going, it's going to require trust, control, and good timing.
Before the start of a game, time to get the adrenaline pumping. Never quite as much as this.
OK, we're going to go out either side, and it's called fast roping.
This technique is used by the Special Forces to access targets at speed. But there's no backup safety rope, so we've got to rely on our hands and get the timing just right.
OK, so first thing is rope goes out, holding onto that rope, OK? Getting under the chopper and sliding down. It's facing inwards, OK? Like me, copy me. Do not safety back up on this, OK? Do not let go of the rope.
Gareth Southgate signed to Crystal Palace as a schoolboy and made more than 500 appearances in England's top division. International duty beckoned, but the semi-finals of Euro '96 brought Gareth overnight fame, missing a penalty that led England out of the tournament. Gareth refused to let one failure define him and fought back, finally leading England to the World Cup semis. His humility and that waistcoat winning the hearts of the nation.
Do not let go of the rope. OK, here we go.
Yeah.
Well done, you.
Well done. I feel like your face is going to be blown away, don't you, as you're coming through? Wow.
Oh dear, listen, hey, it's good. Look at that, the sun's come out just
Beautiful,
in time.
isn't it?
Classic Southgate luck, look at that. This is the sort of place here in the middle of Dartmoor that the Marines do their final big exercise, 30-mile yomp across here. We've only got 28, so we're going to be okay. We'll get moving. Let's go.
Brilliant.
what motivated you to do this journey?
I love going out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And it's just so nice to be away from the madness of the job. To spend a couple of days with you is going to be great fun.
Good fun, that's what people will say that until they get the reality of Dartmoor in winter time.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, it gets a little craggier here and it's wet and slippery, so we're going to stick just a short rope on just to keep us both safe. And that goes on to you. And that's where we're heading up here.
The Royal Marines used this punishing terrain to help prepare Gareth's squad for the rigours of the World Cup.
Yeah, people talk a lot about pressure in our field, but we wanted the lads to see something different and realise that our pressure isn't really as extreme as other people. But also the Marines, their pride in the green beret, the pride in the badge. We have the 3 lions.
And because your grandfather as well was a Marine, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he had a big impression on me as a kid, just his standards and yeah, I'm forever getting stick at home because I'm always polishing my shoes because I used to stand and watch him polishing his shoes and take pride in how he was turned out and everything else. So
a lot of your values came from that commando spirit in your grandfather?
Definitely. Yeah, small principles that my granddad and my dad gave me that stay with you forever, really.
Starts with the small stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Really refined that England spirit resilience, don't you think?
Well, it definitely played a part. But it's pretty slippery, huh?
Ahead of us, I've planned a mission that will put that spirit to the test.
And the key is always trying to go into the cracks or on top of stuff and not on the angle. This is that really sort of awkward terrain, this ankle twisting terrain, yeah. Slippery, loose. Okay, so look, we can get a proper view over some of Dartmoor from here. That is classic Dartmoor. Bleak, yeah. Forbidding, but spectacular. We're about to go into an amazing place. Your grandfather as a commando would know, probably make the hairs on the back of his neck stand up.
Right.
You'll see why. Come with me. So it's a bit like coming into Middle Earth or something here, but it's just this huge area. You've got lakes, you've got sheer cliffs, and the Marines come and do a lot of their training. They bring the Marines here early on because this place is all about teamwork. So it's pretty cool, eh? Okay, we want to get up onto the ridge line up here. What do you reckon? Come on, skipper.
Well, I don't see a route through there, so some way through this valley here.
But yeah, you're probably right. Sneak through that little gully. Let's have a look. Great route finding, Gareth. It's pretty good. Just use hands and feet. Still pretty slippery. Well done.
British forces have been developing complex military techniques here since the Second World War. I'm about to find out if Gareth is match fit and ready for action.
This is where it gets a little bit more tense and requires a little bit more focus, okay? And this now is probably a good 150-foot sheer straight off this. And what we're going to do is a forward run down this face, okay? So I'll set up this rope here.
A forward run?
A forward run. So let me get this set up, get a helmet on us both as well, and then we'll be good to go.
Okay, so basically, Bear's got me going head first off the face of a cliff. And he's saying, don't worry about the fear, fear's good. That's reassuring anyway.
So this is something that is definitely quite frightening, you know. It's scary going off a cliff face normally, but the saving grace normally is you're looking back up and trying not to look down. This one, you cannot help it, you're facing forward. Gareth wouldn't be human if his heart wasn't going pretty fast and his hands weren't shaking a little bit. That's okay, but life's all about how we react to that fear, and one of the first lessons they teach you as a young commando is never run from your fear, always move towards it.
I'm shaking a little bit. I can't work out if that's the cold or nerves or just I'm actually petrified of what's coming.
I don't think the squad would be too impressed with the level of anxiety, but maybe if I can get down the bottom, they'll think differently.
Okay, so Gareth, if you watch here, look, I'm attached to the back. This is my brake hand, okay? Stays out in front of me. I'm leaning forward, getting right to the edge. That's where I want to get to, okay? This isn't enough. I'll slip out like this. I've got to be right like this. Okay?
Yeah.
And then from here, I can start to run down.
I didn't think it'd be that quick. He said this is the brake hand, but I didn't see the brakes going on.
So this is a scary one, this whole process of leaning out and facing that fear viscerally, head on. That is all about mind over matter, controlling that emotion and not letting the fear overrun you.
I'm actually, having seen Bear do it, I feel even worse than I felt before.
Okay, Gareth, so I'm off the line, and we'll just get you into position on the edge when you're ready.
Okay, can't wait.
I've seen people really struggle with this big time and just start, the shakes become so bad that they can't even speak their own name sometimes, let alone control the process in the moment at speed. Okay.
And a bloody big drop.
Remember what I said, that right hand arm is your brake hand, okay?
Yeah.
You want to slow down or stop, you just squeeze that. But have the faith to let it run. But obviously when you're getting down low, brake it. Okay, so let's bring you right to the edge. There you go, now lock it off there, so you're holding it with your right hand. And now just lean out, so don't move anywhere yet. Plant your feet and don't move them. A little bit more, inch by inch, lean yourself out, that's it. Until you feel you're just off that 90 degrees. Then when you're ready, you're releasing that rope through your hand and you'll start to move. Whatever you do, do not let go with that right hand. So here we go. Whatever you do, do not let go with that right hand.
I'm putting the England manager, Gareth Southgate, through an extraordinary test of courage. Head first down a sheer drop of 150 feet.
Do not let go of that rope. Lean out, trust it. Lean right out. Great. That's good, lean out. And let it go. Just keep walking. Legendary, good for you, Gareth. You're in the group. Great. Keep leaning out, keep leaning out. Oh, that's it, hold it. Let it go, keep leaning out, keep leaning out. I want you to let go of that rope, I've got you here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, here you go, now arms out wide, and walk. That is how to do it.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
I'm not a huge fan of that, I've got to say.
I've got to say. Total commitment.
Technically poor, I suspect.
It's not, hey, it's not about the technicality, it's about the spirit. You know, this is what this thing teaches, heart and spirit, and you were amazing. Good for you, you know, total courage, leaning out, trusting it, trusting yourself, well done.
Heart's racing a bit.
It should be, we're really proud of you. Nice, let me get you unhooked here. I wasn't sure how Gareth was going to be able to cope with this, but total respect to him. He definitely had the fear. You can't hide it, you know, when your hands are shaking like that and you can't do up your helmet.
The process of throwing yourself over the edge, well, it's not what you do, is it, really? By far the scariest thing I think I've done so far today.
Okay, look, this is going to be a nice spot. Take 5 minutes. Can you still remember that feeling when you first ran out to play for England for the first time? Is that something you still remember?
Oh, yeah. To run out at Wembley, hear the crowd, yeah, it's very, very special.
Were you super nervous, or was it like, this is my moment?
Nowhere near as nervous as I've been today.
Really?
Yeah, when it's football, you've trained all your life, you've played all your life. Even now with managing the team, you feel more in control of things, whereas here you're just totally outside your comfort zone.
And what do you always say to the squad now before a big game? You know, do you have a set thing you always say to them, or?
Well, usually immediately before the game I don't try to say too much, because we've wanted to make it fun.
Yeah.
We've wanted to take the fear away from playing.
So how do you keep it fun for them?
We just try and find the balance of when we train, we train really hard, but then there's a lot of downtime as well, and it's important that they enjoy each other's companies and they feel relaxed. In the summer when we were in Russia, recovery was an important part of what we did, and having fun, whether the guys are warming up or recovering, was key. So they wanted the guys to be in the pool for longer, so they just bought loads of inflatable toys and had them riding and having races on them. So there's great pictures of Harry Maguire riding this inflatable unicorn that went viral during the World Cup. They were doing a kind of game of tag to get people moving, and they had these rubber chickens. So the press conference before the quarter-final of a World Cup, the first question I got from a German TV company was, tell me about these rubber chickens. What is the secret of England's success?
Never tell them, Gareth. Never tell them the truth.
Yeah.
And Alison, your wife, is she football nut?
Not really.
I love that. That's so not so into it.
No, if football's on the television at home and I'm studying a game, she's in the other room doing something else. You get on with it and I'll do my own thing, you know.
Family, the great leveller.
Well, I'm just behind the kids and probably the dogs, and then I'm about that level. You try and find that balance, don't you, of time with the family and making sure that, yeah, they're the most important thing in my life, but I have this other responsibility that drives me. But hopefully I get that balance right. You never totally switch off, but I try not to let it affect things. Yeah, family might have a different version of this story, by the way.
Switch off, he never switches off.
Yeah.
Well, we're lucky to have you lead us.
No, but it's an honour to do it. We're going to keep driving the team on.
Come on, we've got to finish today first as well. We're carrying on along and round. Feeling okay?
Yep, I've just about stopped shaking from the last.
And with true commando spirit, the mission must go on. It's time to bring Gareth back to the edge.
Okay, so look, classic commando training technique this. Big long line, Tyrolean traverse across this chasm. It's a good probably 90 foot to the bottom.
I wasn't expecting this when we came over the hill. So yeah, it's a long way down, isn't it?
So look, all I'm doing is clipping on here. So you're going to do exactly the same here.
Yep.
Look on your harness through both of those. Okay, so you're going to be doing it on your own. I'm going to go across.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
100%?
Yeah.
Good.
Gareth thinks this is just about crossing a chasm, but it's not.
I'm always telling the lads to be fearless, so I better practice what I preach now.
I want to find out if Gareth can keep his cool and think fast under pressure.
All of a sudden, the sidelines of a football pitch are looking a lot more comfortable than the scenario I'm facing now.
Okay, so across this, it's definitely quite physical at the end. Good arm and shoulder workout for sure. But what I haven't told him is that I'm going to throw in a little fast ball for him.
Bear! Yep. What? One on each, yeah?
Both through exactly the same point, both together.
So they should both cover both points?
Exactly.
So not as I've got it then. Hey, it's only 90 feet down, who's worried?
Don't get your fingers caught in the pulley, and then you're going to have to haul yourself along. That's it, good job. Keep pulling. Okay, Gareth, hold it there. Okay, I'm going to get you to do something. This is a classic commando task where you're in the heat of the moment, you've got to try and remember something under pressure. You see this line? Yeah. I want you to untie the knot, retie that knot, and put it back on. And this is what it's all about, being able to think under pressure. One thing I don't want happening is Gareth unclipping the wrong carabiner. If he unclips his main carabiner, he's going to be in a whole lot of trouble. He's got to think, he's got to concentrate.
With his emergency line unclipped, Gareth is on his own.
So don't drop the carabiner, don't drop the rope. And then retie that figure of 8. Think it through nice and logically. This isn't an easy thing to do. Knots baffle people. You know, on the ground it's tricky, let alone when you're adrenalised and hanging 90 foot up in the air. And this is the sort of thing that Gareth always fosters in his young players. And he has to show as well in those big moments on the pitch. But this isn't easy. And come on, Gareth. How's that looking?
I think I've got...
Let's have a look at it. Under pressure, well done. Onto that same loop. Here we go, let's muscle it out.
I didn't like it, I've got to say. It's so hard to think clearly when I was having to undo the knot and retie it in the middle of the valley. I'm not sure I'll be criticising my players again for not thinking clearly under pressure.
Respect to Gareth for that one. It might look easy when you're at home, but it's all about delivering under pressure, that calm in the storm. And I wasn't sure how Gareth was going to be able to cope with that. Pretty impressed, you know, good job. Rope is now stowed, and this one's only just getting going.
Coming up, Gareth puts me on the spot.
Okay, I'm going to be Pickford.
So I'll be Harry Kane.
And reveals how one penalty changed his life.
Under pressure, I didn't cope. That was the moment in football that I was always remembered for. Nobody can really know what that feels like.
The temperature's dropping fast on my mission with Gareth Southgate.
Once we get up this and over the top, then we're really looking for somewhere to make camp before that sun drops and it starts to get really cold. 2 lines, and we're going to do what's called Jumaring up this. You ever done it before?
No. No. Bear tells me it's going to be fun, so let's see.
We're going to just simply use these Jumar devices that clip onto the rope and allow you to go up and won't allow you to fall down. You took an injury this summer.
I did, yeah. I went for a jog in Russia and tripped over a step, which is not clever, really. It's not outstanding leadership, really, is it? Yeah, the players had an afternoon off, and when they came back the next team meeting, I'm giving in a sling because I've dislocated my shoulder, so it was...
Actually, that's pretty painful.
Yeah, well, they just laughed.
So how's the shoulder now?
I can do most stuff now. So.
Yeah, maybe hold that thought until we're up this one. Okay, here we go. Grab your line, Jumar on, and then climb. Okay. And then push it up, high as you can. Push, push, push. That's it. And push that right hand. There we go. Push, push, push. How's the shoulder now?
Yeah, not so clever.
I'm going to start losing the light any minute now, so. Give it a good push up. Push, push. There you go. Slide it right up high. You go. Well done. There you go. You can lean out. That's it. And keep sliding it up. 1, 2, 3. Jump. Yep.
That wasn't pretty, for sure. My shoulder didn't feel very strong, so I was having to put a bit more weight through it. That's my excuse for looking crap, really.
That was awkward for Gareth, but he's at the top of it, he's smiling, and we're ready to keep moving. So really, Gareth, looking for somewhere good. There's a campsite, and these old ruins are good because they're going to give us a little bit of level ground. So this is good. Look, we're out of that wind over the top. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, fuel.
Yeah.
Tent. Couple of birds. Okay, good.
Okay.
Go, put those down there. Okay, should we have a race?
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Go! How are you doing, Gareth? I've learnt with tents. Time spent working them out first is not wasted.
And I've probably dived in a bit quick, really. Oh, shit. That's got rid of the Shetland ponies anyway. If I at least peg it down and work out what's what, then it might give me half a chance.
The things I've learned about Gareth, he never gives up. He's still persevering. I'm gonna go and give him a hand. I think that's pretty well done, Gareth. You're gonna have a absolute cracking night. So one more tent peg there. 2 tents. Good job. That's good. We've got shelter, we've got food, hexi block to make fire.
Yeah.
Got one favour though to ask you before we settle down for the night.
Okay.
Would you do me a favour?
Of
Kept
course.
you safe all day.
You have, yeah. I owe you a
Okay.
bit, yeah.
Okay, so I am a very poor football dad. Terrible skills, no sense of of anything. Okay. Would you give me a little masterclass?
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to be Pickford.
Okay.
All right, you ready for this?
So I'll be Harry Kane.
You only get one go. There's no.
I've been in this
is it.
position before, Bear, yeah.
Probably never with this sort of pressure. Though.
No. See, Actually, if you'd done your homework, Bear, I only ever took one and it went in that corner.
Is that right? I should have done my homework. Because obviously we won the first ever World Cup penalty shootout for England. What do you say to them beforehand? You know when they always make that huddle?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
We just talk to our guys about having their own routine, and we've got lads like Harry who takes penalties all the time. Yeah, they don't need a rousing speech at that stage. They need it nice and calm so that they can just focus on what they're doing. It's a masterclass if you watch of somebody executing a skill under pressure.
But if you had to give one piece of advice for a penalty kick, what would it be?
Well, actually, down the middle is very often the best place to go. Most of the time, if you're the keeper and you feel you should dive.
But don't they leave a foot?
Yeah, well, Pickford has saved a few like that.
I'm nervous just hearing this.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought if it's good enough for the manager, I'm going the same way.
I couldn't dive that way because of my shoulder. If you'd done your homework.
I knew that.
Very good, very good. When it came to it, he had good composure and he knew where he was going. So, yeah, I think he sucked me in a bit, really.
Right, dinner. There's our moorland fowl. Okay, so that's just hexi block. Those are burners. That's a little stove. Got it. Good job. Fire. Okay, so that's the first mission. Next we need to get the breasts out of this. And the easiest way of doing this, grab the knife.
Okay.
Just make a little cut into the skin without taking my fingers off. That's it, that will do. And then we literally just peel this back. Like that. Cut the breasts off that.
Here. Not even in the Boy Scouts, I don't remember doing this.
Were you in the Scouts?
Well, I was in the Cubs. Well, it was actually the first place I played football.
Really?
I went back. First place I camped. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Oh, good for you. So look, we're going to leave that to cook. Only thing that remains, get dressed for dinner.
Okay. Hope it's warm, Bear.
Irresistible. For the great Gareth Southgate. Proper outdoor waistcoat for the
Brilliant.
night. So where did your waistcoat thing come from?
Well, that was weird, really, because I've read theories that it was power dressing and it was...
What, you've read theories about yourself?
Yeah. But actually, just before I left to go to Russia, we had our team suits, which had the waistcoats with them. And I was kind of looking at it thinking, well, in Russia it's going to be 30 degrees. It's going to be too hot. So I put the waistcoat on and I said to my son, what do you think? Do you think I can get away with wearing this? And he kind of looked across and said, yeah, it'll be fine, Dad. No one will notice anything.
So there's been all this speculation about where it's really come from, but actually it's
no, that was it. It was as simple as that.
There you go, you look the part.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's a bit warmer anyway.
This is going to start to do nicely. This is going to be sweet. Your calling was to play for England. Low point was obviously that nightmare you went through with that penalty.
Yeah.
Take me back to '96. Why was that such a huge moment then?
Well, a major tournament in our own country, millions of people watching. The whole history, football-wise, with Germany, of course, was really strong. So, yeah, then when it went to penalties, I wasn't one of the regular penalty takers. There were Alan Shearer, Paul Gascoigne, Teddy Sheringham, Stuart Pearce, David Platt. So they were the first five. We'd scored our five, but they'd also scored theirs. So then it was down to sudden death. And really, I'd basically volunteered, not really having a clear plan in my head of what I wanted to do. It's about executing a skill under pressure. And I didn't have the technique to do it. And under pressure, I didn't cope. So, yeah, it was very difficult because you then feel responsible for your country being knocked out of a major tournament. A
lot of people, you know, they won't necessarily know about this or remember that, but at the time, I mean, when it was incredible what you went through, that aftermath, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a big story, and yeah, nobody can really know what that feels like. you're embarrassed, you feel responsible. People come up to me in the street now, it's very nice. They're complimentary about this summer and what we did, but that wasn't the case for a long time, you know. People shouting out, poking their heads out of vans, shouting across. I guess that was the moment in football that I was always remembered for. So you have a 20-year playing career, and really for a lot of people it boils down to that one recollection. So yeah, that made this summer probably even more special, because you feel as if there was a debt to pay. Personally, it was very significant.
How did you get through though? Did you do anything to help yourself through that?
Well, when I look back, we didn't really have support for those sorts of things. You know, now I think you'd talk those things through a lot more, but then it was a kind of fend for yourself, and as much as anything, you've got to deal with those things, and you've got to come through them and make sure that you don't allow those things to shape you, and you've got to go for things. And it probably has freed me up with the team to say, look, I'm not worried if things go wrong, we can cope with that. Let's see how far we might go. Let's not worry about messing up. Let's just really go for things.
Whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger, and actually it's where you build your resilience.
I think it makes a huge difference.
Go on then, should we try a bit of this?
Yeah, let's go for it. Thank you.
Just warm, I mean...
Well, yeah, it's well cooked. It's well cooked. I asked for my medium rare, but
that's Dartmoor medium rare, that is. Well, dinner could have been a lot worse.
Okay.
I think we did all right. It's going to get cold tonight, I can feel it already.
Yeah.
But tents are looking good. Let's get you warm. Get around this. We'll do whatever you need to get warm.
Should I be able to see myself there? Or?
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah. Can you see yourself?
No, I can see me. I can see you.
Well, that's because you're pointing at me, you muppet. I mean, Gordon Bennett.
I'm in the mind box.
Okay, so now I've worked out that I've got to point the camera at myself to be able to film. I've stayed in more luxurious hotels over the last few years, but yeah, it is cold.
Well, Dartmoor definitely living up to its reputation, and it's pretty chilly.
I'm hoping to get some sleep, although I'm not holding out a lot of hope, I've got to say. But we've got enough warm clothing, and the sleeping bag seems okay, so we'll give it a go, and we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Gareth, you sleeping all right?
Not yet, Bear.
Coming up, Gareth gives his prediction for the Three Lions.
We want to be the #1 team in the world, and there's no reason we can't do that.
But can we complete our final assault and get him back to England HQ? It's dawn on the final day of my mission with Gareth Southgate.
Last night, windy. I think more time spent awake than asleep, but I didn't have any time. I didn't have any watch with me or anything, so I laid awake for a long time, decompressing the day from yesterday.
Coffee legend.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Sleep all right?
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah. Let's get your waterproof on. I don't want you getting soaked. It's definitely taken a classic Dartmoor turn for the worse of weather, but we survived the night.
Yep.
Well done. Okay. Finish your coffee. We get packed up, and then we're going to get moving. We've got quite a lot of ground to cover today. Basically, we're contouring around this, and then eventually over that, heading towards the coast.
Okay. I can't see the sea. Not actually to the coast.
I hardly see our hand in front of our face. We get moving. Okay.
Our journey out takes us to a 19th century fort that's been used as a training ground for generations of commandos.
Check this out. That's the old moat. This, your grandfather would definitely have been to. So I thought this would be a cool place for us to finish a journey, but we've got to get down, across, up, through, attack this thing and finish it strong, Gareth. Okay, let's find a way in. Really careful. Once we go over here, look, you can see it gets mega steep and slippery, okay? So really just watch your footing, use your hands as well. We're going to rappel together, side by side, okay?
Not really.
Get you tied into this.
Yeah, it's a long way down. It's a long way down. The water looks disgusting.
Nice wide stance, yeah. And if you slip and slide, that's fine, but just keep hold of this.
Okay.
Don't let go of that, okay?
Yeah.
And back we go. So I kind of consider this Gareth's final commando test. 1, 2, 3. The most important quality is the ability to smile when it's grim. So last push, we're almost there. Okay, are you ready for the water?
No.
Well, this is the moment to have what I call a lower lip wobble. Ready? One big push?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, let's do it. Oh. Okay, stay up, stay up, stay up. Okay, drain the rope out.
God, it stinks.
Oh, it stinks and it's cold. Welcome. Oh, no, straight through. Oh, check this out. Oh man, look at this. This is good. You could just imagine troops storming up this, you know, final phase of the attack. It's a bit like the tunnel at Wembley, actually.
Yeah, the old one.
Is that right?
The old one, yeah. It is. Yeah, that was spectacular when you used to run out of there.
Really?
Yeah.
What,
Bit
hairs
wide.
in the back of your neck?
Yeah, it was quite gladiatorial, really.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
not as gladiatorial as this looks.
So you're signed up to lead England through to 2020.
Yep.
What's going to be, kind of tell me your tactics for?
Well, we've got an incredible couple of years ahead because most of the tournament in 2020 will be played at Wembley. So
yeah.
All of our group matches, the semi-finals, the final. So for everybody involved, it's going to be a really special event. So
what's the tactic?
Well, we want to go and win it. We want to be the #1 team in the world. There's no reason we can't do that.
Roger that. I bought this, which is just a commando badge and the Royal Marines dagger there.
Oh, brilliant.
And I think you've earned that. And when you go out as manager, remember that commando spirit. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's get that Wembley feel. Here we go.
Yeah.
Gareth proved his mettle on commando territory, and we've been offered a lift with the Marines on armed training manoeuvres in the fort, supported by 845 Naval Air Squadron.
It's been amazing to follow that journey that my grandfather would have been on, and he was very special for me as a youngster growing up. I hope he'd have been proud. You know, when you're out your comfort zone, I could feel myself at times shaking, and so as much as you try and hide there being fear of things, it's there, but rewarding at the end to have done it.
Gareth is a man who has earned his leadership stripes the hard way. You know, he knows what it's like to succeed, but he also knows what it feels like to fail. And that gives him great resilience, but also great compassion.
There's always space for Bear on the bench. I've seen his ball skills. I've been very complimentary about everything else, but frankly, that's the one bit we probably need a bit of work on.
Good job, Gareth, good job. And I think what I've learned about Gareth on this journey is that our nation is lucky to have him lead our England football team. His grandfather, ex-commando, would be so proud.